What happens to your property value when an NFL team drops its brand new $34 billion headquarters in your backyard? Well, one single announcement between an NFL team, a county, and one of the biggest real estate developers in the country just made certain zip codes in Northwest Houston the most valuable real estate in the entire region. And this is exactly what's happening right now in Cypress, Texas. And the craziest thing, a majority of people, including real estate agents, still have no idea how big this actually is. My name is Thomas Priddy. I'm a Houston area realtor and a Cypress resident. If you're thinking about buying, selling, or investing in Bridgeland, Town Lake, Ellison, or anywhere else in Cypress, I'm just a text away at 832-455-7593. All right, in this video, I'm going to break down what the Toro District is, what it means for your property values, who needs to pay attention, and most importantly, what you should do about it right now, because this isn't just a sports facility. All right, in short, it's an 83-acre sports and entertainment development being built in Bridgeland Central. And the centerpiece of it all is the 22-acre global headquarters and training facility for the NFL's Houston Texans. But calling it a practice facility is completely underselling what this actually is. Think of it more as a city within a city. And alongside the Texans headquarters, you're going to have high-end retail, restaurants, hotels, medical space, and a community service center. But even more important than all of that was the announcement that the developers have partnered with Cypher ISD, Waller ISD, and Lone Star College to create internship pipelines for the students. What's the projected long-term economic impact? $34 billion and 17,000 new jobs coming to this corridor. With an opening schedule for 2029, that means that right now we're in the window before the market fully prices the Toro District in. Okay, I'm sure by now you're thinking, okay, this sounds cool, but is this actually going to change property values? Is this going to change what it feels like to live in Cypress? Let me take you to Frisco, Texas. We've hopped into DeLorean in the years 2013. Frisco was already a growing suburb of Dallas. It had good schools, it had master planned communities, but it wasn't a destination. And it certainly wasn't a place where people said, I need to live in Frisco. Then that team up the road, you know, the guys that wear blue and silver with a cute little star on their helmet that every year is a year, but it's never really their year. Well, those guys. Anyways, enough about them. They decided they wanted to build their world-class headquarters and training facility in Frisco, and that changed everything. Restaurants, hotels, entertainment venues, all of it clustered around the star. Soon after that, corporate relocations followed. High-income workers followed those corporate relocations. And the home values, well, they saw significant growth and they've stayed up ever since then. Frisco became one of the fastest growing and most desirable cities in all of Texas. Okay, back to present day Cypress. Let's take a look at what's being built. We've got a flagship NFL headquarters. We've got a world-class master plan community in Bridgeland that's already in place. And Bridgeland is already one of the top selling master plan communities in the entire country. You've got strong school districts, and in addition to that, you've got a growing employment base. Now, once we've taken all of that into consideration, you see that the Toro District is not exactly like the Star. It's actually bigger. It's got more mixed use. It's more integrated into the community, and with a projected economic impact that dwarfs what Frisco saw. So here's the question I want you to ask yourself. Unfortunately, it's a tough one, and there's no get out of jail free card. But if you could go back to Frisco in 2013, knowing what you know now, would you buy? Of course you would. And the great news is that if you decide to take action, you're in Cypress in 2026. And this announcement just happened. The window, well, it's wide open right now. If you want to know which specific neighborhoods and streets near the Toro District have the most upside or how the Toro District is going to directly impact you, text me. Okay, so most people covering the Toro District are focused on the Texans angle, and rightfully so. But there's another major development happening, and I think that may be the most important piece to this entire puzzle. Chevron, one of the largest energy companies in the entire world, is building a major R&D campus in the area. And when you combine the Toro District with the incoming Chevron campus, you don't just have a sports and entertainment destination, you have a tech and sports corridor that doesn't exist anywhere else in this entire city. All right, now I'm sure you're thinking, Thomas, what does this mean for real estate? Well, it means you're not just going to attract sports fans and families who love the Texans, you're going to attract high-income engineers, executives, and tech workers who want to live near where they work. And those people all have strong purchasing power. Ultimately, this is the kind of demand that turns great communities into premium communities. And that's the story that's being written right now in Cypress. I want to speak to 3 different groups of people watching this video right now, because the Toro District means something different depending on where you are. To all you buyers out there, anyone who's thinking about buying a home in Cypress or the Northwest Houston area, the message is straightforward. The best time to buy near a major development is before it opens and not after. And right now, you can still find amazing homes in Bridgeland, Town Lake, and the surrounding communities at prices that don't yet reflect the premium the Toro District is going to bring. But that's going to change as we get closer to 2029, when the development really gets going and it becomes much more visible to more people. The other thing I'd tell you buyers is to think carefully about which neighborhoods have the best proximity and access to Bridgeland Central. Some areas are going to benefit dramatically more than others. All right, to all my sellers out there, or people considering selling in Cypress or Northwest Houston, you're in a very strong position, and you may not even realize how strong a position you are in just yet. As news of the Toro District spreads, and it's gonna spread, demand for the homes in this area is going to increase. More people are going to want to live here. More investors are going to be targeting this market, and this competition is great for home value. Now, does this mean you need to rush out and sell? No, not at all. If you love where you live, there's a real argument for staying and riding the appreciation curve over the next several years. But if you've been on the fence about selling because you've been thinking about downsizing, relocating, or cashing out on equity, this might be a better moment to act than you think, and I'd love to talk through your specific situation. Okay, to all those investors out there, pay very close attention to what I'm about to say. The Toro District is projected to create over 17,000 jobs. That's 17,000 people who are going to need housing. Some of them are going to buy, many of them are going to rent, especially in those early years as workers relocate. What this is doing is creating a rental demand engine built into the community. And if you can acquire single family or small multi-family properties in the surrounding neighborhoods before all of those workers arrive in 2029, you're going to be way ahead of the curve. The strategy is simple. The ROI isn't complicated. It's the same playbook investors used around the Star in Frisco and around the Texas Medical Center. A big institution is moving in. Workers are going to follow. Housing demands are going to spike. And the investors who are already in position, well, those guys are going to win. Moving to Cypress, Texas is already one of the most searched relocation terms in Houston. And a good reason for that is because some of the top rated schools in the greater Houston area are spread through Cy-Fair ISD. All right, I need to give some kudos to the local boys. So while we're talking about high schools and football, you know us Texans do the Friday night lights better than anywhere else in the country. I want to give a huge shout out to the 2025 Cy Ranch High School football team led by star linebackers Aiden Combs and Calvin Thomas, and an absolute beast of a running back, Peyton Thomas. Those boys made it to the regional semifinals. Congratulations, guys. That is a major accomplishment that you will always need to be proud of. All right, back to why Cypress is such a desirable location. In addition to those amazing schools, you've got master plan communities like Bridgeland and Town Lake, which are both ranked among the top selling master plan communities in the entire country. You've got suburban lifestyle with amenities of a major city within reach. With 77433, Cypress's largest zip code being the most moved to zip code in the entire country in 2025, the cat was already out of the bag. The Toro District just gave buyers another reason, a massive, unmissable, billion-dollar reason to move here. The Toro District is real. The $34 billion economic projection, that's real. The 17,000 jobs, those are real. The 2029 timeline, that is real. And the opportunity in front of buyers, sellers, and investors in the Cypress market right now, that is very real. The only question is whether you're going to be the person who acted on this information or the person who watches this video 2 years from now and wishes that they had. If you're ready to have a real conversation about what this means for your specific situation, whether you're thinking about buying your first home, selling your current home, or building an investment portfolio, text me. I want to help you think through it. Below in the description is a link to book a free strategy call with me. It's not a sales call, it's a real conversation, and I'll give you my honest read on your situation. And if you comment down below, I'll personally send you my breakdown on the impact I think the Toro District is going to have on Cypress. I'll see you in the next video.